how to increase your Google Ads revenue from 5 figures to 6 figures every month with Performance Max. Hi, I'm Nadalin from Market Lead, and today's video is about how you can move your ad account from 5 figures to 6 figures a month with Performance Max using the ASM method that we use at Market Lead. So the reason why I'm releasing this video is because over the last year, I haven't released anything on Performance Max, but I've noticed so much content still coming out about Performance Max because a lot of e-commerce store owners and most businesses are still having challenges with it. So this is a framework that we've used with every single client that we work with to move them from 5 figures to 6 figures a month, some even up to 7 figures a month as well. So these 3 steps, or this process that we go through, the method, will really help you get clarity on why your Performance Max campaign is not working and how to get results today. So let's go through it. A stands for audit. So with a lot of the content around Performance Max, they're always talking about strategies, or some things talking about scripts, how to get all the data, but they all come down to the main thing of understanding your data. If you don't audit and understand your own data, you're really not going to understand what's going to work for you. So what we do at Market Lead is we have all these scripts, we've got all these tools, but we've got our own approach where we actually audit the data on a 30, 60, 90, and 120 day basis. So that way we can actually audit the clicks, impressions, sales, return on ad spends, sales volume, and other things to ensure to see what the product performance is like. So most of the time with a lot of these tools and scripts, they just pull the data out and don't do any analysis. But when we look at the data and we audit the data, we're reviewing every single product against an impression threshold, a click threshold, a ROAS threshold, a sales threshold, and a sales volume threshold as well. Because we notice with most businesses, they have a lot of products. And when you do lump everything in together, you're only going to get the averages of the highs and the averages of the lows as well. So you really need to make sure that you audit your products and actually ensure that these products that you're serving are getting the results. A lot of times people are just looking at the return on ad spend. That is the last thing you should be looking at. You've got to reverse the cycle. You've got to reverse back and keep looking at the influential factors for the products to go better. So return on ad spend and revenue should be the last things you should be looking at. The first things you should be looking at is number 1, clicks. Are the products actually getting enough clicks to sell? Because if you're getting enough clicks, you can then look at the conversion rate to see what the issue is. Is it a traffic issue, a quality of traffic issue, or a conversion rate issue? But if you do not have enough traffic coming through, everything further down the line is not going to work. But more importantly than clicks, and this is what I see with nearly every single business doing e-commerce, is impressions. You need to focus on impressions. Are these products actually being served and seen enough? Because you can only get clicks if products are getting impressions. So you've got to audit every single product or groups of products going, are these products actually getting impressions? Because if you're not getting impressions, going over an impression threshold, which could be 1,000 impressions a month, 10,000 impressions a month per product, you're not actually going to get those final numbers of growth that you need. So number 1 is really understand your product data first. Number 2 is specific segments. So this is where we want to segment products based on their performance into different categories. Categories like, are they getting enough clicks, underperforming clicks, overperforming clicks? 2, sales. Are they getting more sales than the average product or less? And then other things like return on ad spend. But what we've noticed for a lot of products, and you should be doing this with your business, segment products that are already getting a lot of sales, a lot of revenue into their own campaigns. The reason why you want to do that is because they will not be cannibalized by products that do not perform. That's a big one because you want to allocate as much money and budget to those products there. Number 2 is you want to categorize products that have a low return on ad spend or low click threshold into another campaign, almost like the B class or the losers. And by doing that is you can put its own budget there, their own goals, and you can actually start to see what do these perform like outside of the winning category. Because a lot of winning category products actually take away performance from lower performing products as well. A lot of clients that we've seen that have low performing products end up turning into high performing products just because we segment them out as well. So it's really important that when you do review your data, you segment them down into product categories that are relevant, that will actually give them the best delivery and then ultimately get them the best result as well. Number 3 is market and manage. So this is where you really want to get the products out to market as fast as possible. Time is your friend or time is your enemy. So you want to be getting at least 14 to 21 days data before you make any changes in the account. And that could almost be up to a month. So you've got to make sure that when you do these processes, you get onto the changes fast, because products just do not go into the PMax algorithm and get results immediately. It does take days, even weeks. So you want to make sure that you do give it enough time, put it out into market. Then you've got to measure it and manage it to ensure that you're actually getting the results you want. If they're not performing, you may need to go back to stage 1 of audit and then stage 2 of segment again. So that way you can go from audit, segment, market and manage, and then go back up to the top again. That's the way we move clients from 5 figures to 6 figures a month, is this constant optimization, constant reviewing, but also giving enough time as well. I really know that you will be able to get the results you want with Performance Max using these strategies. It's not a cookie cutter approach. It's a really analytical approach that does consistently work. If you wanted something that was easy, this is probably it, because this is the easy thing and the easy way you can actually get the results in your Performance Max campaign for your Google Ads account. So if you got any questions, please let me know. But remember, like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, share.